Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn on the north side as the orange French, we have Faye-Chan. On the south side as the magenta Holy Roman Empire, we have DivineDFP. When it comes to map generation, first thing that sparks to mind is orange is freeze a little bit in a good defensive location. So this deer deposit's next to some gold and stone, a little bit off the side. This deer deposit's nice and safe. You know, two safe gold deposits, one safe stone, and some berries. Just wanted the... Why did he go for... Going for berries? Berries do not have good collection rates. You should always go for sheep first, before berries. Maybe I'm for an early mill? A Dark Age mill, maybe? Or not mill, wheelbarrow? Either way, the Holy Roman Empire. Let's see, gold, two small gold deposits next to a large stone over here. In relatively safe, securable areas. Wood is a little bit securable here as well, but not a lot of landmass there. Walls here can easily get that area secure, and the amount of deer here. This deer deposit spawned pretty far forward. The close one. Not so close one. We'll probably see the Agion Chapel pulling out. A good spot will probably be right there to collect up gold, wood, and berries. And since the Agion Chapel improves collection rate, you can collect berries pretty quickly. But nope, just spoils it right there. Oh, what? Chamber of Commerce. Oh. I always like to see something a little bit different. Chamber of Commerce, something people on the field. Granted, this trade path is not great, but you get free traders upon researching economic texts. The French do research economic texts cheaper. Oh, wait, no, too early, too early. Does that carry over? Does that, if you research that before a bit gets built, I'm assuming it doesn't give you a free trader. But if it does, that can be quite nice. This trader, yeah. Researching early does give you a trader. Unless that just gives you a free trader upon completion, but I don't believe so. Good. You know, I've seen people go this landmark so rarely. Magenta does spot it. But he doesn't have to worry about early Royal Knights being pulled out. So you can eye for eco phase or be aggressive. Got a barracks on the field. And the Holy Roman Empire does get access to early man-at-arms. Let's see, the trade is 11, which is really not good. But we do have stone being collected on up. Eyeing for secondary town center as well. So we got an eco-French play. Very interesting. I think I've only ever casted French games like this. May be the third game I ever casted with the Chamber of Commerce. That's how little the Chamber of Commerce is ever researched or built. Villagers now making way over to the deer deposit. May I have a secondary town center there? It does have enough resources for a secondary town center, which does offer some inherent protection for the traders. There's the full trade market there for the full path. It does pull out the town center in the middle of the trade path, in which going to the Red Palace does mean one free Arbalest emplacement there. Looks like they got a little bit bugged out there. I think the deer interrupts some of the pathing. Empire player, we do have Spearman being put on the field. He is going to place Spearman into the location here. But he's immediately going for some walls, but he may not get the walls up in time. And no archery range probably on the field yet. Yeah. And do know as well, they have removed the cavalry tag right here, because it was not giving any sort of damage bonus when Spearmen attacked them. So, there's still that worker. Spearman will just do 8 damage per stab. So, he's going to have to stab that horse multiple times. And that villager multiple times. Don't worry, he has a buddy to help him out to stab that lady. He does have access to, of course, early mana arms. We do see a early scout now being pulled on the field. Wall down. Yep, now he's going for the shorter trade route because it's not safe at the moment. Some gold income's better than no gold income. We've seen archer range being built. Not at the moment. The French player does have secondary towns on field, and French do. I always forget they can build villages faster. Especially seeing how Jeanne d'Arc's the more common French flavor nowadays. An outpost here as well, so there's going to be a large amount of villager storage in this nearby area. And there's berry bushes here. Berries not a great food source. Probably should collect the deer with all these villages first, but either way, maybe eye for these deer as well. There's some walls here. Not exactly the most safe position, but at least they can run away. Here comes spearmen. And still no military structures whatsoever. There's enough gold to age up. Why? What is the French players going to age up with? Neither Royal Institute or the Guildhall seems like anything that'd be very useful to protect himself from the spearmen at the moment. Guildhall makes a little bit more sense since the Royal Institute provides facile research for the units that the French person does not have on the field. So there's a Guildhall, which does give more economic bank. Will we see the... What's the name of the Royal College of Artillery? Or the College of Artillery? Is it called Royal College of Artillery or just College of Artillery? Will we see that structure? I have no idea. Nope, looks like the Holy Roman Empire player is going to Eye of the Relics, has Riganese Cathedral now built, and has map control. Orange has no military units in the fields, so there's no chance of Orange going to be intercepting the relics being claimed. I'm going to fast forward a little bit because this is in the eco phase for both sides. But of course, we got Holy Light in front of my face. Yeah, neither side's going. Oh, we got some knights now being put on the field. Relic picked on up. What? What? Professional scouts? I have never seen a Holy Roman Empire player go for professional scouts. At first I thought those were the French player because Chamber of Commerce get a free trader to go along with it. But no, I've never seen a Holy Roman Empire player go for professional scouts. What? This game is breaking my mind. We got a Chamber of Commerce, Holy Empire professional scouts. What's next? Yeah, College Artillery. Just go for College Artillery. Wait, the French player can now age up. Got Spearman pushing way forward. Red Palace. Okay, that's a bit more standard. Going out right there. His opponent already stole half the deer, because that is a thing right now. Sure, it's always been a thing you can do. It's a thing that you've never seen before, and now there's only 3 deer remaining. Regular knights engaging. He's good hits there on the villagers. He's going to lose some. But at least there's going to be enough room now for the villagers inside the Red Palace. Oh, no, it only has 15 garrison space. And now these guys are likely all going to die. Of course, I don't think the Red Palace can see into the shrubbery. Nope, apparently it can. And there's 3 deer remaining. That's one of the few times where scouting out your own deer deposit, make sure your opponent didn't go for professional scouts, would have been a bit more useful. This also will allow free Arbalist emplacements, which will be useful. The Arbalist emplacement has been nerfed on the secondary town, on the town centers, and on other keeps. Now they do 40 damage rather than the 60 damage the Red Palace still retains. Palace of Swabia not being plotted on the field. That's pretty standard. But now, whatever keep that the French player deploys on the field, it'll be a bit more beefy. Additionally, as a relatively safe reason to make usage of the cost reduction aura, we're now going to see the veteran horseman research and some horsemen, soon to be veteran horsemen, deployed on out. Good hole set to the default food. We got the market here, which could be utilized. Here's the thing as well. The merchant guilds will provide gold on active traders, regardless what distance they travel, so these short-term distance traders will have their gold income double, because it will provide 10 gold per second. Each trader right now providing 11, so going for that research will double the gold income. How expensive is that research? Not too bad. Probably still in commerce, like 1,000 for the Mongols. This will take 35 seconds for one trader to get this gold return, and right now there's 6, so 35 divided by 6 is roughly, so that makes about 10 seconds to get the gold return. That's not bad. Additionally, you can also, and more traders getting pulled out of the field. This will get a nice little tithe of gold. Not great, but nice little. Outposts going out everywhere. Majetta's going to try to claim both large gold deposits in the center of the map. Tithe not being researched by the Holy Roman Empire player because he has going to have a good amount of extra income there. That's all 5 relics. Oh boy, the Regnese Cathedral with all the gold income. Those relics will be providing much more than the Chamber of Commerce will ever will at this current rate. As every single relic right now will be providing. Tithe Bond is research, so this is not updated just yet. But yep, that is a good amount of income. 45 plus 156, so each relic 215 times 5, that is well over 1,000. While the traders are not going to provide that much, and each one consumes 1 population. Got some French horsemen now being employed in the field, as well as some more economic research. Which will get him some free traders still. Has 2 town centers, so it has good villager production, but his opponent has basically 4 villager queues with the Palace of Swabia in the primary town center. So the number is rapidly evening out. 169 has been decaptured. Since the Holy Empire player has not gone for the Member Palace, these knights don't get +2/+2 armor as a research, and they don't have any armor research now, so they have 4 armor, in which the free blacksmith melee upgrades for the horsemen are being very useful. Getting up to 16 damage right now. And there's the Red Palace, annihilating these knights. Additionally, has cost reduction around the Red Palace, so each one of these horsemen costs less than 100 resources. That's not bad. There's another keep there, going for mass eco play. And Magenta's going for a round of stone walls there to deny the trade post. And right there. Double. And we got a number of bombard placements for being played by the Holy Roman Empire player. Just probably upgrade with their relics and make it so they can nuke anything that advances. Oh, there's one, the bombard placement there. There's what the villagers trying to build the walls. These villagers push my forward. It's a fortified outpost with a cannon placement. We'll take out some of these horsemen, and that villager will go down. Scout down. Not a big surprise. Got some spearmen here. Got Holy Roman Empire hand cannoneers from on the field. Those will resume the palisade walls, not realizing there's going to be stone walls there, and soon to be a cannon outpost. Spearmen rushing over there. These spearmen did not respond to that situation, which they could have easily saved the outpost. Those are collecting these berries. How's the guild hall? Has a good amount of food in its reserves. In actuality, the French player may actually want to get that withdrawn. Look at that. The French player is actually out of food. Has not gone for the merchant guilds. Probably a good idea to go for merchant guilds. It will get him additional 120 gold per minute income, and maybe force down the palisade walls. Horsemen charging way forward. Find some of these Holy Roman Empire villagers, which are not getting inside the outpost. Does stop the walls from going on up, or not really. Need to put that one hold ground stance. This, at least there's an opening there. So horsemen can push way forward. Got spearmen here. Right now, thanks to the discounts of the French keeps, which is actually something I don't really see all too often, or people really maximize it as much. Wonder. Yeah, can get down to additional 5%. It's right now minus 20%. Get down to minus 25%, which basically can make horsemen the same cost as spearmen. Let's take out that village there. More horsemen pushing their way forward. These horsemen engaging spearmen. Royal bloodlines are being researched now. I think at this time, I honestly have no idea. The Midward Palace could have gave those spearmen +2 armor as well, but yet he made professional scouts into Aachen Chapel a thing. Oh, got these traders here. We got now the gold in Merchants Guild research. Apparently, a cannon outpost is very effective versus traders. Oh, that was actually going to that one there. I've got a French cannon uploading out, putting holes in those walls, while the torches are coming on in, burning this outpost to the ground. Got some Arbaleteers mixed on in, which at this point in time, his opponent's going for spearmen, cannoneers, so Arbaleteers not going to be super great. Regular archers would be better. It does have that arbalist placement here. Well, given enough time, Arbaleteers can get quite nice with Gamberson as well as passives and crossbow strikes. They can get very nice. And honestly, Gambersons can make them very resilient to spearmen. More traders not being pulled on the field. Good number of traders still just sort of idle there. Or not idle, taking the short route, the shortcut. And also got crossbow swords being researched, as well as spear braces being deployed. Royal bloodlines have been researched, so these elite horsemen have a good amount of health. Spearman got a good spear brace there. Of course, they're just getting overwhelmed by the horsemen. And thanks to the free blacksmith research, it's really keeping these horsemen useful even against spearmen. Since the opponent doesn't have elite army tactics just yet, and doesn't have all of his blacksmith research out as well. French cannon gains good damage there. More walls going on up here. Red Palace is finding some good protection there on that gold deposit. They're just picking up this gold as well. The plus 10 gold per minute probably makes the French traders pretty good in comparison to other like plus 10% gold income and other 10% increases. Because it takes quite a bit of time for a trader to go through one trip. And so the plus 10% gold, 10 gold per minute would actually pay out quite a bit, maybe twice per trip. I honestly have no idea how long it takes for a trader to go across the map. Now thinking about it. Still not being claimed up here. I wonder how the guild hall is doing. Still has a massive amount of gold or food in its stores. It may want to be selecting a different resource in order to get that, because food is probably the least important. Good eye for stone or gold is probably both very important. Because getting extra stone income can allow them to get out more keeps and really maximize the arbalist emplacements. Jameson has been researched, so right now these arbiters can get up to, right now have 9 armor. I think they can get up to 10. Yep, just only can get up to 9. And right now the spearmen do have 17 damage, so they can take half damage from the spearmen. The armor tax does change quite a bit of armor math. And there's been a number of hand cannoneers put out by the Holy Roman Empire players, so the horsemen will still be useful against them. But against these spearmen, he may want to get out regular archers, mana arms. I think mana arms wouldn't be half bad, but can't get cost reduction benefits from the keeps. That's only archer range and stables. So perhaps regular archers are in order. With crossbows turrets, the crossbows only have slightly slower attack speed than archers. You know, now I want to make the archers marginally only a little bit better. Not to mention tactical with elite research. We got passives now activated there, which will be useful to resist the hand cannoneer damage, as well as giving the +1 range. And remember as well, the passive provide an aura effect around it, so even if you do leave someone leave the passives, they can still be used other nearby passives to get the passive effect. Passively. Okay, not the actual. Outposts slowly going down. More hand cannoneers being ripped apart. French cannon now engaging. Since it's not the royal cannon variant, they don't get access to the high explosive attack. We got a keep here, which does have the one arbalist emplacement. Really makes it so you don't really need to go for the bombard. It's basically a free, it's a weak but free bombard or a better spring gold because it has a really high attack speed at 1.5. We got 4 French cannon now being put on the field. So this is one way to pick off hand cannoneers. And the arbiters have good melee armor to resist spearmen. It does have incendiary research as well. Most of the spearmen are now down, so now the horsemen charge way forward. There's some more reinforced spearmen now. I don't think I've ever seen this. Compositions from both sides are relatively weird, honestly. Horsemen charging way forward. French cannon firing away. They don't really do great splash damage, honestly. Of course, got to keep firing away. Now we finally got the enlistment incentives. He probably should have done that for much earlier. Get the discount sooner. Find some good amount of gold income. Is there any? Yep, we still got some short traders. One active trader there. So one short trader. Just happened to one I clicked on, thinking maybe a short trader is the only one. Got a can't bomb. Nope, no bombard placement there. Gonna go for boiling oil. Got some unfinished walls here. Golden Empire player, as mentioned beforehand, has all the relics, so he has massive gold income. The French right now has a good amount of traders on the field, getting some massive gold income as well. Arbiters are activating some of the passives. You can just add for individual ones to get the passive effect. Culverins not being pulled in field. Culverins being counter-barraged by the Falconets. Got this round of Arbiters not being pulled on the field. Arbiters usually cost 120, and it looks like when they're next to the keep, they cost only 90, which is pretty dirt cheap. That's the same cost as javelin throwers, isn't it? Either way, we do now have the keep taking some hits there from the trebuchet. More French cannon being pulled on the field. They are still pretty expensive, and honestly, they've not been cost effective so far. When they get to a structure, then they can start putting holes in everything. Culverin do get a good hit there. Culverin has a range of 12. French cannon has a range of 10. And that outpost has a range of 0 now. Arbiters push way forward. Now I got a big round of elite Royal Knights being put on the field. Elite Royal Knights can be very effective. Since they're very high, I can't speak. They have high health, so they can take a large amount of abuse. Now the Knight of Stone income at least. And right now, the French player has plenty of resources. I wonder how the guild hall is going. Has really recently withdrawn, still set the food. Passes have been put on field, and passes have been deactivated. Horsemen charging way forward, overrun the Culverins. 3 of the French cannon remains. We've got 2 Culverins right now remaining. One of them severely wounded, getting repaired on hub. Got another keep being pulled out here, as well as a outpost. Right now, the Holy Empire player is down to minimal economy. The French economy is doing quite well. Another round of Royal Knights is out of Royal Knights. And there goes that keep. Going for an outpost now. Let's just push me over here. We do looks like I have some Holy Empire traders now being put on the field. Yep, getting them started now. Looks like he does actually have a decent number. 21? Oh, that can't be right. Oh, looks like he does have 21 on the field. I thought that got a little bit bugged from the French numbers. Got some Holy Roman Empire villagers here getting hit. He's running out of gold. In fact, the French players now have both the large gold deposits in the French sphere of influence. And that's the rest of the gold on the map. The Holy Empire player needs that gold to blow out anything. Spearmen will have trouble versus the Argleteers, and man-at-arms will be countered by the Argleteers. Spearmen will, of course, still be useful versus the Royal Knights and versus the Horsemen that he's been fighting against quite a bit. But going for some Mangonels. Mangonels going to be good, assuming they're not getting caught in traffic, and that one's also severely wounded. Culverins now have let them through. Got a good volley there. It does still have a good reserve of hand cannoneers. He does still have, of course, all the relics, which will provide an excellent amount of gold income. But he has to be a little bit picky with what he spends that gold. He also doesn't have a whole lot of wood at the moment. He does need to find some more of that. He has plenty of it right there. So going for more Spearmen is probably generally a good idea. Spearman Mangonel seems pretty good to me, because Mangonel just wiped out an entire formation of Arbaletiers. And Spearman has good mass. If you compare the Spearman to Arbaletier, Spearman now has 17 damage and 156 health and 3 range armor. Arbaletiers have 22 damage, so that's 19 and have 95 health. The attack speed is 1.5 or 75, whereas Spearman has 1.88, so relatively similar. They do 9 less damage, so they do 8 damage per strike against Arbaletiers. But of course, they have 50% more health while doing 50% less damage. They're actually really similar at this moment. And Arbaletiers have more range, of course, so overall, I think the Arbaletiers will beat Spearman 1v1. Though these cost 90, supposed to cost 80. The math between the two is very similar. Disturbingly similar for units that shouldn't be countering each other. So yeah, don't be afraid to go Arbaletiers against Spearman, unless you need the gold. Zone gate about to go down. And the nice thing about Spearman, you can go for Mangonels as your gold income unit, and a Spearman can counter the various horsemen to try to counter the Mangonels. Good hits there by the Mangonels. Got a handful of hand cannoneers getting hit by the Arbaletiers. Arbaletiers taking some more hits there by the Mangonels. Now I got the horsemen hitting these Holy Empire traders, which are very important right now. And hit those villagers with collected wood. Does have a bit of a resource reserve. The French has consumed the food reserve. Why they're the 8 cannon in the queue? I don't need that many cannon. There are 8 cannons now in the queue for some odd reason. I suppose the cannon will be decent for some Mangonels. They do offer 1 more range. You can 2-shot them. Does splash a little bit there. Spearman stabbed the royal cannon quite well. Got the horsemen now engaging the villagers and the traders. Got a handful of spearmen intercepting. And maybe the Holy Empire player should go for some lance connects. Yeah, I think Lance Connects would be actually decent in this situation. Oh no, but Lance Connects are very heavy in gold and he does not have the gold income. Yeah, probably not. But if he had more gold income and focus more on gold income, Lance Connects in this situation wouldn't be half bad. Does it go on the trebuchets there? Mangonels trying to hit those Arbaletiers, has some good positioning. Has a pretty good choke point there to hold back the various Arbaletiers and horsemen charging way forward. Yeah, what's the cost of Lance Connects? I never really remember the cost of Lance Connects off the top of my head. 6,100. They offer really good damage. They can overpower the high armor of the Arbaletiers while doing some splash damage. Horsemen charging way forward. Got a number of spearmen for defense. The siege weapons may just want to move past the gate. Turn over on the Mangonel. Arbaletiers are all down. Mangonels are all down. Oh, there's still one there. And Spearman's getting some good damage on the horsemen. Arbaletiers in the mix. Got another round of horsemen, Arbaletier, and some Royal Knights mixed on in. The French player has massive resources for all resources. It may want an eye for the guild called Divine Stone to eye for a wonder. Horsemen start going down. Spearman counterattacking to the Arbaletiers. More Arbaletiers being blown out. The last of this gold is being obtained. The French, they have enough gold. With the traders existing, they have enough gold in the rest of the game. Because the traders provide enough income to keep the armies going. Miscue of an archer there. Good as there on the Arbaletiers by the Mangonels. The Frenchman has plenty of gold. And or at least it will seize the gold so his opponent can't claim it. That's also very important as well. And once the gold has been consumed and expired, then you can take a look at the gold income and see what ratio you want to get between it and food. And may deploy more traders, may deploy more farmers. Who knows? We do got now the Royal Knights and Horsemen pushing around the flank, trying to hit those trebuchets. You see the spearmen. A bunch of angry men pulling sticks is always a good way to keep away horses. They're not dogs, they don't like pulling sticks. Now got the Spear engaging there, Spear trying to engage the Arbiteers. Got a good number of Arbiteers here as well as some Horsemen. Oh, out of stone. They can't get stone, just pluck up gold. Horsemen Royal Knights trying to push way forward. There is actually an avenue there. Royal Knights and Horsemen try to flank around. Arbiters on push way forward. Ragnaros taking some big hits there. Hand Cannoneers in the mix of everything. Hand Cannoneers could also be placed on top of walls. They will get +2 range and, of course, additional protection. Unless you wanted the mass to protect the siege weapons, that's also a possibility. More fresh Arbiteers now queued on up. Another 69, 71 Arbiteers queued on up. It's always a good idea to keep the queues going because the production queues, it does go ahead and get up to 100% if there's no population. Easy for replacements. Plus it's a lot less micro-intensive. Territories are getting the keep once again. I'm so surprised the keep hasn't gone down when it was out of stone, but either way. I'm big curious about the Guild Hall. Got these forces now pushing way forward. Another bombarding place here. Could use some repairs. Not any sphere of influence at town centers. Guild Hall. Guild Hall is on food and clearing up nothing, so it may have just been withdrawn. Wait. Okay, it is going up. So I was wondering, like, did it run out of resources to generate? But nope. It says that the more resources stored, the faster it's generated. So in theory, if you go for a good amount of stone, wood, or gold at first, in theory you can transition to stone later and get that faster collection rate quicker. Mangonels getting some good hits there. Arbiteers pushing forward. The French is low on food and gold, but while the large production queue going for a good number of spring golds and gains of siege weapons. An increased range increase has been improved. Got these spear falling back. Also, the French player could go for their more mangonels to counterattack the hand cannoneers. Got a good number of hand cannoneers caught up by the Holy Roman Empire. Passes deployed on out, and passes have been deactivated. Spring Golds gains and Mangonels now. Gain some good hits there onto them. They don't have increased health nor armor. And stone, out of stone once again. Zarba's placement still, of course, fires away. It's based on the trebuchets. Bombard may want to focus down the Spring Golds. They only have 20 range armor, so they can get some good damage onto them. Orange backing off for a moment. French out of reserve resources, but still has a good queue stored on up. The Holy Roman Empire player has reserve resources, but don't have a reserve queue, and nor is that pop cap. He has on the bomb outposts now. Archers pushing forward. Spring Golds trying to engage. Outpost starting to take some damage there. Keep still somehow alive. Guess how many traders the Holy Roman Empire player has at the moment. The French player has an adequate number of traders. Right now, Magenta has a higher kill value, but of course, Orange has cheaper units. Looks like the Holy Roman Empire player does have 25 traders, which is a good number. It looks like it's an adequate number as well, especially the number of relics he has claimed. The French has 25 as well, and queued up another 6. We got some man-at-arms being put on the field, but they won't get annihilated by the Argleteers. I don't think man-at-arms are good items by the Blue Empire player. Just hit my microphone again. Oh, biology now being researched. Looks like I got an eye for a horse transition. Going for the veteran horseman research, then probably elite horseman research. Holy Empire horses will be inferior to the French horsemen thanks to royal bloodlines, but it's probably meant more to engage the Argleteers and Spring Golds. Thinking about Spring Golds, annihilated those trebuchets in no time. What the French player could do is get a siege tower and get on top of walls. That's not gonna happen, is it? And with passive, get +1 range, so they can have 9 or 8 range Argleteers. Yeah, I have a feeling both. I think the French player should go for more Mangonels. And the Holy Empire player has been did quite well with his own Mangonels. They're not currently deploying anymore. I wonder, I saw. Let's see. Doesn't have lightweight beams, and doesn't have rolling shutters since it's been relying on the culverins. Culverins do have 12 tower range. I wonder what French upgrades on the siege workshops are like. There's one. Does not have adjustable crossbows. Does not have geometry nor lightweight beams. Does have rolling shutter and the and rely on the cannon. French players' queue of units have been exhausted. It has plenty of food and gold, so the French player needs to realize, oh, we need to queue up more units. Force them breaking their way forward. I wonder the French player could go for some spearmen of his own. More horsemen knights over there, clean up some of the outlying infrastructure. We also got a villager here to support out. Neither side's been going for sacred sites either. Maybe Orange should eye for some. No, all the stones on the map has been cleaned on up. I say put some keeps next to each of the sacred sites in eye to get those start going. Some Orange and Spring Gulls going down. That's a big loss for Orange right now. Orange at pop cap. Magician's at pop cap. Bombards hitting the keep. Mangonels hitting the Argleteers. Right now the French having trouble with wood income. Has plenty of food and gold. We'll keep the Royal Knights going and the crossbows going. Maybe better to go for Royal Knights as opposed to horsemen. They offer a bit more bulk against the spearmen, and the economy is more suited for it. And allow whatever wood the French person claims to be used for siege weapons. Looks like all the research has been researched, barring the veteran archer and elite archer. The French player could eye for his own hand cannoneers, while he need to research chemistry. Push the way forward. Because right now, the hand cannoneers are the same cost as Streltsy, which are pretty cheap, and will be far more cost-effective than the Argleteers. Of course, a bit more expensive, twice the expense. Spring Dogs getting good hits on the Bombards. There goes the Bombard. Of course, the keep is firing away. Does have access to the Arbalest in placement, gets some extra damage. Horseman pushes way forward. And Cannoneer is doing quite well. French players are losing the cannon. More players being reinforced on forward. Over here, do got a number of knights and horsemen there hitting the traders. That's very important. The whole Empire players out of low on food and low on gold. If the trade's going down, the gold reserve will be quickly consumed. Legend is forced to send reinforcements back here to engage these horsemen and knights. Knights can do quite well with the spearmen, thanks to royal bloodlines. While the trade is going down, horsemen and hand cannoneers being streamed on in. Literally, the hand cannoneers are not being able to move forward. These royal knights still pushing forward. One horseman still alive as well. Down to 34, still a good number. Horsemen push forward, a good number of arbaletiers in tow. Getting some damage there. Bombars taking some of this stuff out. Guildhall is collecting food. Yep, now it's probably a good idea to transition to just let it cook up stone. And thing as well, when it comes to stone, you can simply actually task, actually maybe wood. Tasking the Guildhall to collect the wood, since the French players low on wood, in the Guildhall to collect the wood wouldn't be half bad. I was going to say, you could probably build mass town centers with arbalist placement to keep those traders alive. But right now, wood is also a big problem for that. Got core architects not being researched by the French player. Finds a handful of villagers there. Before Pal Swabi can easily refabricate those villagers. Bombard's now engaging. Holy Empire player does have 61 military units. Versus 65. Orange is a higher army valued by 50%. Horseman push way forward. Good set us up there. The horseman's damage against ranged units is plus 13, so 29 damage, which is also reduced by 9 or 10 armor. So even the horsemen do have a bit of trouble against the high armor with arbaletiers. Still does do good damage, but not super great like against all the crossbow things that have really high armor. More of the walls go on down, which allow the arbaletiers and hand cannoneers to garrison up there. This seems a great spot for the arbaletiers, or for the hand cannoneers, or both. One Empire's food reserve is down. His gold reserve is not great. His wood reserve is not great. It's going for more horsemen. The Canadians getting some damage on the explosive horsemen there. Bombards pushing forward with culverins, but neither of those weapons are super great versus units. The more anti-structure, anti-artillery. The Canadians pushing forward, got horsemen in tow, streaming on in, trying to get the arbaletiers. The French player has a mass reserve of over 120 units in queue, so the French player has plenty of money. The Empire player does not. The French player may not realize, but if he were to really push and hit his opponent, he can easily bleed his opponent dry. Which he may do right in relatively soon. Got some of these Royal Knights engaging the traders. And this is a vital amount of gold for the Holy Empire player. Right now it looks like the Holy Empire's economy is better suited for land production, so maybe a good idea to go with those. Royal Knights starting to hit those cannon. Also Springfield there, hitting the cannon. Spearmen in small numbers can easily be taken out by these Royal Knights. They have good damage. And down to 34 traders. That just simply can't be right. Yeah, 1, 9, and 8. So yeah, that number's just not correct. It's as close to 18, looks like. Too many culverins here. Using this many culverins against the French cannons is not really worth it. Royal cannons, French cannons don't really provide anti-infantry capability, and these just overkill too many, and that is expensive. That's 1,000 resources each. And he does need the wood right now as well. Royal Knight's taking out all these spearmen. More trades going down. Villagers also pushing way forward. There's some hand cannoneers here. Yep. You should put a garrison of hand cannoneers on top of the walls and start fighting from there. Spearmen pushing way forward. Culverins picking arbiters one at a time. And the Holy Empire player backs out the game. This is Angry saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.